Hola, bom dia, and welcome to this week's Portugal Dreams video. We have had another water leak on our property, so that is the main focus that Dad has had to do this week, is focus on fixing that leak. We do still do another few things on the land though, and Mum also shows you how she did that amazing bow on the front of the house, so stick around if you want to see what happened.
Morning. So this morning I'm just off on my way down to the bottom of the garden. I'm going to cut one or two of the little pine trees down. The bigger ones I need my big chainsaw out, but I haven't sort of filled it with oil or fuel for a couple of weeks, so I haven't used it lately. So I'm just going to use this little hand one, cut the bottoms down, the little ones down, and then there's one or two big ones we'll take down probably later on in the week. So on my way down, I've just stopped off at the hazelnut tree just to have a look. As you can see, some of the leaves have died back, but if you can see here, we've got some new growth coming on the ends of what's going to be the trunk. So yeah, we've got quite a few buds there, so yeah, it seems to be doing quite well. So as you can see, most of our pine trees are relatively small. We don't have any what are really big, you know, 20 foot high or whatever. I mean, that's about 8 foot, and I think the one behind those, well, yeah, I suppose it maybe is getting up to 20 foot, but it's not as big as those in the background, you know, which don't belong to us. So we're just going to take these smaller ones down, cut the stalks off. The wood trunk we'll use as posts at some point, and the little twigs will just burn off. We've got quite a lot of wood ready to burn, and some what we need to cut in to burn. We've got other dry wood to cut down, so these little twigs aren't going to make a lot of difference. The other thing about this one is, tucked in behind is a little olive. So I'm going to make sure that that's alright. It'll give it more light to grow. Yeah, we've got one or two little olives, so we'll try and keep them if we can. So I'm just going to make a start with this one. I found one of the easy ways is to take a few of the branches off. Maybe should have checked the battery first. Yeah, that one's dead. Yep, that one should be better. As I say, we'll just take the branches off while it's stood here. One of the reasons for doing this is obviously the processionary pine caterpillar comes out end of December, January, February, somewhere around there, depending on weather and what have you. So may as well get this down, out the way, get the little ones out the way, and then we'll get the bigger ones out the way. I am checking these to make sure there's nothing up them at the moment. There shouldn't be, but who knows. I think Quinta. Bit late for that, I know, but yeah. That'll make a nice little post. I do have another one further down, what I've already cut. So I'll just put that somewhere over that way, and we'll go on to the next one. So we have 3 or 4 little pines over here. These smaller ones, they're not worth keeping as posts, so I'm just going to cut them off, strip the bits down. We'll keep the trunks for sticks if we can, if we're good enough, and we'll dry them out somewhere, and that's all we'll do with them. So these are more or less straight off. I say these are quite good for hand pruning, but yeah, they do what they do, you know. You get a real expensive machine and they'll probably do it better, but it seems to act these, so I'm happy enough with that. a wander about. And Alfie's in his usual place, Mary's not.
Mummy's boy.
So what's Debbie doing?
I'm just breaking a clove of garlic up. No, not a clove, a bulb of garlic. And I'm going to plant some garlic. And also some red onions, because we like red onions. So I'll put the onions in first, because I've just done a couple of little furrows. Better just pull that weed out. So I've done 3 rows. I've taken my cardigan off, by the way. It's December and it's lovely and warm out here at the moment. The nights are cold, but the days are quite warm. And I'll have to make a deeper trench for the garlics. They want to be about 4 to 6 inches apart. Oops, get that one the right way up. Few stones there. Let's pop them to one side for a minute. So yeah, I've just about made 2 rows of garlic there. I just water those in and I'll just mark where I'm going to put my next succession row. I'll just water those in and that's it. I'm planting the garlic now because we've started getting frosts on a night, and as you know, that's what breaks up the garlic bulbs and helps them to grow.
Yeah, we did do some in springtime and they weren't very successful, were they?
No, I think it was too warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. Hello, Annie. Hello, Mabel. Good morning.
Hello. You coming first? I am. You're quite good, aren't you? Mabel's the problem child.
Are you a problem child, Mabel?
Off you go. Come on then, problem child.
Annie will just wait there. She's a good girl.
Here, come in. Come on then. Come on. She's not going to do a runner now. Oh no, she's not.
She's going to be good because she's on camera.
She usually runs while I'm trying to put it on. There she goes. Come in, Annie.
Oops.
Let's go down the bottom.
Just
You having a run about?
pick the hammer up. Goat's tying Steve in knots.
Yeah. Come on in, this way round. This way round, Annie. You've got Mabel wrapped around your neck.
Come on, Mabel.
Come on then.
Yay.
That's me fire, don't pull it to bits.
You don't want to be eating that, Mabel.
Come on then, let's go down here. What are you up to? Are we going?
Steady, Mabel.
Put maybe Annie the other side of the tree. So I'm just taking a few leaves off for our dinner tonight.
The ones that are quite eaten we can feed to the chickens.
Yeah, I think that one can go to the chickens because it's getting a bit brown on the edges.
Just pull the whole thing and I'll sort it.
Yeah.
Or are you just going to take from
I'm
round?
just going to take some leaves from round.
Oh, okay then, yeah.
That can go to the chickens.
Yep.
Yeah, the chickens. The brown one there for the chickens. That's probably not bad for us by the time we get bits cut off.
Yeah, I'll cut the bits out where things have eaten them. Is there going to be enough there?
Well, there's two fairly good leaves. Let's take one off this one as well.
Yep.
A couple down there, whatever. What I'm trying to do is avoiding pulling too much for the ends at the moment.
Yeah.
So get us a couple of decent ones with not too much.
And pull a couple of them good ones there.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is quite a good one. It's got a little bit there, but soon come off.
I'll just pull this one here.
Yeah. And that other big
I think
one
that'll.
from that side.
I think that'll do.
Yeah. Oh, well, I've already pulled that one from that side.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll do us for our dinner.
Yep.
And the bad ones will go for the hens, which I'll just take down
Well,
there.
they're not bad, but they're just a bit. Yeah.
Because we haven't let the hens out yet.
Lazy Sunday morning.
Yep.
I think that's still attached, Steve.
That one can go there. Yeah, we're going to go this way.
Another job. Fixing the water pipe up.
Oh yeah, we'll just show you that.
So our second terrace is getting quite boggy.
And just round the top end here, and we've just noticed we've got a leak. We did think we'd had the pump turned on and off a couple of times, but as you can see we've actually got water flowing. Whether the pipe's been damaged by the tree or just by when it's been run over with something, don't know, but I'm going to have to dig that out and just yeah, see what's happening and get some bits of pipe to repair. It's actually bubbling just there, so I presume they can see it just bringing the muck up.
Yeah, it's must be there somewhere.
So it must be straight down there somewhere. So I'll just get a spade and scrape that away, and
it's making the land quite boggy.
well, it is down here, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes about as far as here, so
We'll get that sorted.
Foot away from where the water is, so it's obviously been doing it for a while. So not much goes to waste. As you can see, Ensley sort of, most things got a kicking about. They've had some orange.
Yeah, they can't have too much orange, but they've had a little bit.
I don't mind giving them the, you know, waste greens. It's just uses everything up what we have.
Don't like to see things going to waste. And it's good food for the chickens. When Steve's not throwing them at the chickens.
There we go. And they do get supplemented with
Layers pellets
as
and,
well.
and corn.
And corn, yeah.
Just a little treat for them. The cabbage leaves.
So as you probably saw earlier, we've got a water leak from the water system. I've been waiting while the pressure dropped on the borehole pump, because it seemed to be putting more and more water out. Even though I'd got the pump turned off, I was a bit concerned. There was a dicky connection somewhere and it was routing through somewhere else and powering the pump up. But it isn't. It's finally stopped. It's getting a bit late in the afternoon now to do anything really with it, so I will be turning the water back on so we've got some water. But now I can see what's happening. I'll show you what I think's happening and what I'm going to do about it. So as you saw earlier, I found a leak down on this pipe. We did a temporary repair. It was quite a lot better than this. I've disturbed it while I've been digging this morning, because I'm digging quite a way out, because what seems to have happened is as this tree's grown, the roots have pushed the pipe out and it's pulled the pipe apart. So what I'm doing is digging back so I can straighten the pipe up. Hopefully that'll push it closer together, and then when I put the clamp down it'll be a good fit in there anyway, and the more movement I get it'll be easier to push it tighter together. Then if I can get both ends of the pipe together with a joint in the middle, it should be a nice tight joint. New clamps on both sides, and yeah, that should be it done. I'm just thinking, for quite a dry country I seem to have an awful lot of water problems. Yeah, I think that's got quite a good curve on it, so if I can get that out I'm sure it'll connect together better. I think there should be plenty there for straightening out. We'll maybe cut a bit more off there, I don't know. Let's just have a rake out and see. So what I'm also doing, obviously, when I get closer to the pipe is going to hand tool. A little easier to see what I'm doing and take a bit more care. So I've just got a screwdriver. I'm going to open this up. I've still got water pressure on at the moment because the whole house runs on this, so it will start getting faster. Yeah, it does straight away. Yeah, no, I'm going to tighten that up because I'm going to get a shower with that. We'll slow that down a bit until the girls have sorted, and then we'll come back. So as you can see, the idea is to put the spade in to hold the pipe to the side. It's now made this pipe lift up because it's pushed in, it's pushed it together more. So when I slacken this, it should push it together, and hopefully it'll be close enough that I don't need to go any further. So we'll get rid of this tape, which was a bit of a stupid idea, but it seems to have helped a bit. Actually, what I'm going to do is take the shovel out so I can pull the pipes apart. Because it should have enough slack now. It says hopefully. I think that's the tape. So my reason for this leak is it's actually got an insert in it here, which I knew, but it's been glued all the way down to here, and it's actually been broken. So obviously in time it's pushed, it's cracked it, and that's what's made the leak. It isn't nothing to do with the clamp on the outside as I thought. It's actually broken the pipe on the inside. As you can see there, it's just been held on by this little bit, and as I've opened the clamp and just flexed it a little bit, it just broke straight off. So that was leaking into this part and then blowing out. So somehow I need the inside of that pipe out so I can go and find, and the whole unit there, and then go and find another one of those if I can. The trouble is Debbie's taking the car and I can't get out anywhere now. So I've just been sat having a cup of tea and I think about this. And because of the length of this piece of pipe, this broken piece, it has to go in there a bit. So it's in there about 2 inches, and same at this end. But to get this pipe to go back far enough to get that back on, I'm going to have to dig it all the way down so I can actually lift the pipe and get a good angle on it to push it in. Yeah, so I better get on with it. Hopefully Debbie's going to be able to collect me apart on the way, so way back from shopping, so yeah. So as you can see, I've dug the pipe about 3 metres back, and it's given me enough now to be able to lift that up and flex it far enough back to get that piece in when Debbie brings me the new one, if she can get one. So I didn't show you the finished job last night because it was a bit late on when I finished, but basically after I'd got the clamps on, I greased them, I've wrapped them in a bag, and I've taped the ends of the bag up, so hopefully no moisture will get in, or very little moisture will get in, but the grease will protect the bolts and the clamp from corroding away, and hopefully I won't need to go into them again, but if I do, hopefully they'll undo.
So I'm going to wrap the front door, make it look like a big present. So first of all, I've got some double-sided tape, and I've stuck that to the wrong side of the material. Ours should be okay because we're it's under quite a big porch, as you know. But if you've got a front door that is open to the elements and the rain and everything, you could always use maybe a PVC tablecloth or something like that. Get those quite cheap. And just cut this end off as well, just tidy this up. Just wondering whether I should measure the door first. No? Right, let's just go for it then. So you can do it where it comes, the bow's sort of in the centre high up, the centre middle, or you can do it to one side. I'm going to go for the bow being about there, I think. You also need to take into account, I think anyway, the shape of your door. And ours are quite wide. So yeah, I'm going to start by measuring the width of the door. So the fabric's 28 wide. So I need to be about there, about 14 there. Yep. So I'm just going to measure that along the bottom. And I'm going to take it up and over the door. Oh, Alfie, shut up. Might need to just pop some other double-sided tape there as we go. Oh, well, it is a good job I got 2 then, because that's not quite long enough. So the last bit that I need overlapped, or should I say with enough to overlap, is 28 inches. Oops. No, that's a bit short, Ellie Rose, but never mind.
I think you put it a bit short, a bit high up.
Oh, I thought you said you'd measured up to the line.
Oh, up to crease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's see if I can... Oh, shoot. That's it. So the door's 38 inches wide, so I'm going to cut the first piece 39 inches wide, and I'll show you why. Just need that over a little bit more. Has he gone out, Alfie?
No. It's a miracle when the door's open and there's all that land for him to run on. He's happy enough by the fire.
Good. Oh, here he is, I can hear him. So that's what that extra inch was for. Just to wrap it round the door. So I'm just going over that bit. The reason I've not wrapped completely around the door is because for this door it's metal and it rubs, so it's probably going to spoil the material. And obviously on UPVC doors as well, they're so well fitted that you might not actually be able to wrap. So you might have to cut it separate like I've done here.
Probably a little bit better to size maybe.
Yeah.
We have more overhang than planned.
Yeah, but I can trim that off, that's not an issue.
So just to kind of scrunch this in as a tied ribbon would be, I'm just using a little thinner piece of red ribbon that will blend in with the bow and the door hopefully. And just feeding it through. In a crisscross motion. hoping this doesn't have to be particularly neat because I'm not very good at this.
Well, the bow's going over the top, so it should look nice. That'll be alright, it'll just be hidden behind the bow.
I'm just securing
Just
it.
tie it off, yeah.
I'm just securing it and yeah, hiding the ends a little bit.
That's fine, looks nice.
A bit of shuffling, and then once we get the bow on, that will hide that nasty, and it should look nice and neat.
So I'm just fastening the bow to the ribbon that Ellie Rose has just tied on. Trying to get it quite high up. Tuck that down. How does that look? Yeah?
That's all for this week. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe and ring the notification bell. It does help us out a ton. If you are already subscribed, please double check that you are still subscribed to us and that you do still have that notification bell on. YouTube has had another update recently and we think it may have knocked off a few of our subscribers. And if you do enjoy, please remember to leave a comment as well. We love hearing from you all. And with that, we'll see you next week. Bye.